Spirit Halloween has released the second wave of 2025 animatronics. I have not seen any of them in action. I haven't looked at the leaks, just seen the release photos, and from that alone I can tell you, this wave is miles better than the last wave, because that was a bit disappointing. So this is GB Hollows. Let's take a look at the seemingly much better Wave 2 of Spirit Halloween 2025. And there we go. Yeah, this lineup looks much better, and here they are. We have the Twisted Grandma, Sinister Strawman, yet another Mr. Dark reskin. I'd rather see an Emmeline reskin, but that one seems decent. We're going to take a look at each one of these in a bit. Then we have Monkey Business, a way better clown than the last one, and Backbend Bonnie. Like, with the last clown that we saw, Two-Face Teddy, where's the Teddy? This guy, Monkey Business, is actually a monkey. Wow. But I was just thinking. Alright, guys. This year's theme is a subway station. Any ideas? Oh, I was thinking, like, maybe some clowns. Yeah, like 10 of them. Brilliant! Anyways, this clown looks much better, at least, than... yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at each one. So, the pricing on these, I don't know how I feel about them, especially the Monkey Business. However, Backbend Bonnie, I'd say that's pretty good. We are already missing one. And here she is, a Twisted Grandma for $230. In case you couldn't tell from her name, she twists. Used to be a spine twisting grandma, now it's Twisted Grandma, almost 6 feet tall. Looks pretty good. Her neck twists like that. And here is her face. It seems to be plastic, I believe. That would make sense. So that would be good. But I don't know how I feel about her face right here. I don't think it is the one that we saw in the original teaser trailer. It might be. But yeah, fabric, plastic, metal, no latex. That's good. So her face is decent. But as for her actual like dress, I think it's actually pretty good. Hands are pretty good. Now let's see what she does. How fast exactly is the twisting?
Do you hear that sound? That's the grinding of my bones coming to tuck you in while you're sleeping. Sweet screams!
Okay, I like her better than I thought. Not only does her head twist, but her whole body twists. Her head turned around, I thought, oh, that's it? I don't like it that much. Then the rest of the torso turned. That's honestly pretty cool right there. So, Twisted Grandma, better than any animatronic that we've seen from Spirit since last year, I'd say. The Nun is up there, but I'll have to see her in store to see how she looks. But that is a cool animation. So that is what she does. No latex. $230. Got 2 animations, which I like quite a bit. And here's the story, if you want to read that. So, Twisted Grandma, not bad at all. Next up, let's take a look at the Sinister Strawman. 9'5" is obviously when he's in his extended position, because he is just a reskin of Mr. Dark, yet again. I think it's pretty cool, but I think they should add something unique, something else than just this jump scare. But here he is.
You're trespassing on hallowed ground. Not But everyone who does gets to live to tell about it.
I'll admit, that is probably my favorite voice line of this line of animatronics that are like Mr. Donk. Besides Mr. Donk, I like the voice. The voice line phrase isn't terrible. The other ones were not too great, but this might be my favorite after Mr. Donk. I'm not sure. $3.30. It didn't go up from the price from last year. Great jump scare. So, another one with no latex. Large box, because it is a large prop. The last wave, I wasn't sure I was going to get any of those. This wave I want basically every one. So, that's Sinister Strawman. I know we've seen that mech a lot at this point, but I think it's pretty good. Now, the one just for you that I'm probably most excited for, Monkey Business. And here's why. They have so many clowns. They're not that original. Lowe's Balloon Clown, that's original. That's cool. But then we get this guy. And he seems to have a bit of a surprise for us. There is latex in this guy, latex face. But I love the way this guy looks. He really looks pretty cool. The color scheme, clothes seem a bit dirty. And then I can't wait to see this mechanism of the monkey from Monkey Business. So here we go, here's his animation.
No more clowning around. It's time for monkey business.
How many people would be expecting the monkey to jump out? It looked like it was pretty fast too. So $3.30 for 2 animations. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about the phrase either. Probably another one I'd have to see in person. But there's Monkey Business, 6.5 feet tall. I think he's pretty cool. Do we need this many clowns in a subway station? No, but this one's not that bad. Just wish it was a bit cheaper. Now, Backbend Bonnie. We saw this animation years ago, and now it is back. Broken Spine Girl first. Now, here is Backbend Bonnie. If I'm correct, her animation isn't fast. If it was, it would be a must-buy for me. But it is a kind of slow backbend, it seems. But she looks pretty cool. 5 feet tall. No latex again, so it's going to be a plastic face. Let's see Backbend Bonnie in action. While it is slow, it is still pretty cool. Again, better than the previous wave. All of these are better than the previous wave, I'd say. This is pretty good. Spirit has redeemed itself for sure. Because this is another one where I'd have to see in person, but there's a possibility I'd want to get this one. That's true with all of them. These 3, plus Grandma, they're all really, really solid. I'm not sure any of them fit in a subway, but I like them a lot. So as a recap, we have a much better wave of animatronics here from Spirit Halloween, starting off with the Twisted Grandma. An unexpected twist, pun intended, sorry, when her whole body spins around after her head slowly turns around. I think that's pretty good for $230. Then we have the Sinister Strawman, who I think is a pretty good prop, and people would be talking about him more if we hadn't seen the mechanism every year the past 5 years, basically. So it's a good prop, but we've seen it before. Not much else to say. Then we have Monkey Business. Also, we see clowns all the time, but this guy, he has an additional jump scare, which I think is pretty cool. I want to see this guy in person for sure, but at 230, same as Sinister Strawman, that is a bit much, but this clown does look pretty good. And then we have Backbend Bonnie. Cool animation. It's a bit slow, but still very creepy. And at 180, I think it's a pretty solid deal. So that's Backbend Bonnie. And that was the lineup of new animatronics that Spirit Halloween has released. Much better. I really like these. They're really taking a step up, which with each wave, it seems if they top this in the future, that would be really great. This wave is pretty good, so hopefully Spirit has more stuff like this coming, as I have much more videos coming your way. So consider subscribing, liking the video if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. This is GB Hollows, and I'll see you in the next video.